And Miss 90 Allison asks, are you dating or are you very much single? Hi guys, it's Rachel and welcome to Vlogmas day number 12. Today is the 12th of the 12th of the 12th, so I am never ever going to see a date like this again because we won't see it until like another 1,000 years or however long until we get back to these low numbers again. So I hope today was good luck for you and hopefully it's not the beginning of the end of the world like it's supposed to be based on the Mayan calendar or whatever. But today, as promised, I'm going to be doing the question and answer video. So I have all your questions here on my phone, so I'm going to go through and answer as many as I can. I'm going to do it in rapid fire as quick as possible, although I tend to babble, so hopefully we'll get through as many questions as I can in a relatively short amount of time, also this video doesn't go on forever. But anyway, let the Inquisition begin. Magical Princess World asked, what age are you allowed to drive in Australia? In Australia, we're allowed to drive at 16. We can get our L's at 16, where you can drive with somebody else in the car. At 17, you can get your red Ps, which means that you can drive by yourself and you have to take a driving test to get that. Then after a year, you can get your green Ps, which is another computer-based test which you have for 2 years. And then after 2 years, so when you're 20 at the youngest, you can get your full license after taking yet another computer-based test. So yes, that is how long it takes. That is in New South Wales. I think there are some slight variations in other states throughout Australia, but that's the rules that applied to me anyway. Magical Princess World also asked, what age did I start to drive? I started to drive at 16. I got my Ls, not straight away, but I did get them. But I didn't get my license, or I didn't get my Ps until a little bit later. And I did pass my test on the first time, which was her next question. She asked to see a picture of my car, so if I can take a quick picture of my car, I will insert it right now. Pretty Things 9753 asked, if you could only choose one, what shop would you bring to Australia from America? That's really hard. For clothing, or she says only can choose one, but I'm going to break the rules. For clothing, I would pick Urban Outfitters or Anthropologie because I like both their clothes and their decor stuff. But without a doubt, for me, it would be Bath & Body Works. Just like you, she said, for her it would be Bath & Body Works, and I agree. I would bring Bath & Body Works here in a second. Hopefully, at some point, they will be in Australia because that would be awesome. Jewel Conure, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but asks, how do you set up a second channel on YouTube? That's actually really simple. You just use a second email address, so it doesn't matter, you can create one from scratch, or if you happen to have 2 email addresses, and just create a second channel. You don't need to do anything special, you just have to have a new email address, and you can create as many channels as you want as long as you have an individual email address for each of them. Miss Beauty Gleek asked, what's on my Christmas list this year? That's really hard because I don't know. One is that I would really like a real pair of Ray-Bans. I actually have fake Ray-Bans. I know somebody asked me where I got them from. My sister bought them back for me from Thailand. They're just sunglasses that I wear but happen to have the Ray-Ban symbol on it. So I would really like real Ray-Bans for Christmas. I also have on my Christmas wish list a guitar and a vintage bike. Now, I don't expect to get all of them. I probably won't get any of them, but they're just a few things on the top of my list. And then obviously makeup and Bath & Body Works candles and a whole heap of other things like that. They're the things that I generally want at Christmas time. 200851144 asked, what did I study at university? I studied business and I majored in public relations. That was just purely because of the uni that I went to. It was a communications focused school, so they you could major in marketing, advertising, event management. I chose public relations because I thought that the communication skills would be valuable no matter what role I went into, but my degree is a Bachelor of Business. Kathy Johnson asked a whole heap of questions, so I am just going to go through them, or go through a couple of them. She asked, where do I work? And I know a lot of you guys asked that. I think Happy Come First, I had that on my list, also asked, what is my job? I can't tell you guys my exact job for a couple of reasons, but one is because it's against our social media policy, but I can say that I do work in a finance/asset management company, and my role specifically has to do with the management of shopping centres. I work in the city. It's a role that I kind of fell into, but I do enjoy. I can't even say the title because it's really specific. It's not like an accountant or anything like that, but I do use my business degree and I do have a little bit of creative and IT stuff that's put into my job as well. She also asked, I thought I'll just grab a couple of other questions since she did ask me quite a few. What was my favourite TV show when I was a little girl? I had quite a few different TV shows. Something that's coming to mind for some reason is the show California Dreams. If any of you can tell me that you watched that show, you'll be my friend for life because it's kind of a random show. It was on a Saturday. I also used to like Saved by the Bell, and that would be played after it. I watched it when I was quite young, probably too young for the show because the show was about teenagers and I was watching this when I was still in primary school, but I remember really liking the show. I loved one of the main characters, Tiffany, and I used to want to name my children Tiffany, or if I had a girl, but I don't really want to anymore. But I really liked that show. So if you like that show, high five. And then one other question she asked, she said, you landed in the USA, where would you go first? I would go to the shops first. It's that simple. I can't pick one. I'd find a mall and go shopping. Meganable123 asks, what is your horoscope? I don't know what my actual horoscope is for today, but my star sign is I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. Somebody can probably tell me more about what that means in the comments below, because you probably follow it more than me. Bar563 asks, where do you want to travel next? I want to travel all over the world, but definitely my next trip, if I have any choice in the matter, will be to the US. I've been saying that I've wanted to go for so long that even if it's like a quick trip, even if I can only get to say California and just do California and then go back for a longer trip and go to all the places that I want at a second trip, that is hopefully, fingers crossed, going to be my next trip. And they also ask who is my favourite YouTuber. I could never just pick one favourite YouTuber. I go through stages and phases where I really enjoy people's videos, but I couldn't just pick one. Beauty by Millie asks, what is your favourite drugstore product? There are so many, but at the moment I'm really loving the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Lip Balm stains. That's what's coming to my head at the moment because I've been really enjoying them. And the Revlon lip butters, that's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It's the colour Red Velvet, for those of you who may have been wondering. She also asked favourite place to go on holiday. I haven't really been to many places, but of the places that I've been to, my favourite place is Fiji because it's so relaxed and just sunny and fun and really laid back. Beth68911 asks, what's your favourite thing about Britain? Well, I've never been, but for me it would probably be the history. I would really love to just visit old buildings and castles and the whole, I don't know, I really like the history of Britain. I think it would be a really fun place to travel. And she also asks, am I excited about the royal baby? And yes, I've never been a super massive person that's really into the royals and royal weddings and things like that, but as there are more younger royals, so Wills, Harry, I can't believe I called him Wills, William, Harry and Catherine, or Kate, depending on what you want to call her. I know that her name kind of changed when she became a princess. They like said that you can't call her Kate anymore, at least media here in Australia did. I think that makes it a little bit more exciting because that seems that it makes them a little bit more relevant to the average person. And so yes, I am excited to see what they call the baby is actually what I'm really excited about, because I have a feeling they're going to go with some weird name. Anyway, Beth Bell 3 asks, favourite Disney movie? It's hard to kind of pick one. I think when I was younger it was probably either Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty, and non-Disney I really liked The Swan Princess. That was probably my favourite. I have all three of them. I found them on DVD when I was a little bit older, and I can still probably sing along to all of the songs if you played them for me now. Fun fact of the day, or embarrassing fact of the day, depending on how you want to look at it. Lisa or Blue Suede Shoe asks, what do I order from Subway if I get the same thing every time? I generally do. I usually get roasted chicken and cheese toasted with lettuce, cucumber and carrot and sweet onion sauce, either on wheat bread, or sometimes I get Italian herb and cheese bread when I'm feeling like being a little bit more fatty, I guess I would call it. And she also asks, how tall am I? I am 168 centimeters or 5'6". I would really like to be like maybe 2 inches taller. I would love to be 5'8" or maybe even 5'7", but I'm average height at 5'6". JBeebs007 asks, what inspired you to create a beauty channel? And this is actually kind of an odd answer. I think I have a very similar answer to Fleur de Force. I was watching a video of her and she mentioned that she read this interview with Taylor Swift, and she noted that this was back when Taylor Swift was like, I don't know, it was 2008 I feel like the interview was around. So she was pretty young, and she mentioned that in her spare time she liked watching makeup tutorials on YouTube. And I read this interview, I think it was like, it might have been like Teen Vogue or something like that, and that's when I started watching. I'd seen some beauty videos before but hadn't really noticed them, and then I went and started watching them. I'd been watching them for years before I started my channel, so it wasn't one specific person. It was just that every time somebody did a tag or somebody asked something, I think it actually might have been Juicy Star 07, so Blair Fowler asked or was talking about curling your hair with a flat iron, and it was something that I had done for years and could do really well, and she said that she was trying to work out how to do it, and I'm like, that is it. I'm just going to put a tutorial on YouTube on how to curl your hair with a flat iron, which was probably my first video when I really started my channel. And yeah, that was what pushed me, but there was never really one specific person. I just wanted to do it, and because I'd watched so many videos that I wanted to be able to answer tag videos and participate when people talked about doing things. So that's kind of why I started my beauty channel. Xbells2004X asks, where do I get my craft ideas from? And a lot of them come from Pinterest. I get inspired by things I see. Sometimes I'll change them a little bit to suit what I have available to me. But Pinterest, blogs, random things on the internet, it could be Better Homes and Gardens on TV. It could be just something that I'm playing around and like I'm doing something else, and then from that I get inspired to do something else. But Pinterest is what I'm addicted to at the moment, and I love going to the DIY category. So if you like those kind of things, I recommend signing up to Pinterest and just I'm on the DIY category basically like every single day. And Miss 90 Allison asks, are you dating or are you very much single? I'm very much single, and I'm kind of happy with it. I think it'd be great to have a guy around, but I'm not one of these girls who feels like they have to be dating someone constantly. That's fine if that's you, but that's just never been me. So at the moment I'm very much single. And last but not least, Mega Inside Scoop says, Rachel, how old are you? For those of you who didn't already know, I am 23 years old, although I'm sure sometimes I come across as quite a bit younger on YouTube. I think it's because I just have a lot of fun on YouTube. In real life, I actually come across to a lot of people, so I've been told, as a fair bit older than what I am, because I do work with people that are generally a lot older than me, so like, well, from say late 20s, 30s and upwards. So I've always been more mature for my age. So outside of YouTube I tend to seem older, but inside of YouTube people tend to think I'm younger, but I am 23 at the moment. So that is it. That is all the time we have for questions today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you've learned a little bit more about me. I hope I answered your question, but if I didn't and you would like me to in the future, and you would like to see another Q&A video, then let me know in the comments below and leave any more questions that you might have, and I will try and do that, whether it be as part of Vlogmas or whether as it just be in the future. So now that we are done with the Inquisition or the questions, it is time for the Advent calendar. So given that today is 12/12/12 and I feel like it's going to be a lucky day, what I've decided is that since I've been guessing, like if it's been strawberry I've gone crunchy, or I've gone dairy milk, or I've gone dream, I'm trying to like see that there's variety, but there hasn't seemed to be variety. So I am going to guess that it's strawberry again, because it was strawberry yesterday and I feel like they would probably do something silly like put a strawberry again. Even though we've had so many strawberries and we're only up to day 12. We're not even halfway. Or are we halfway? We're almost halfway, but still. So I'm going to guess strawberry. You guys guess what you would like. And let's open it. The system worked. 12/12/12 is a lucky day. I got strawberry. So if you guys guessed strawberry, congratulations. I feel like this is probably the last strawberry. I think that's 5 strawberries now, or has it been 4? I don't know. I should go back and watch the videos, but that would be cheating. So we have another strawberry, which makes me, is it 3 to 7 or 3 to 8? Must be, no, 4 to 8. 4 to 8. 4 to 8, because there's 12 days and 4 plus 8 equals 12. Good. See, you guys also know, if you didn't want to ask that question, you guys now know that I do know how to do simple maths. So I'm going to go and eat my strawberry salad. And then edit this video. I hope you guys are all having a pleasant night, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 13 of Vlogmas. Bye! What I love is that the karaoke, which I felt like needed to make an appearance in this video, comes with original silly lyrics to add to the songs. So let's do them. Hit the shops with lots of money, fa la 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 la. Spend so much it isn't funny, fa la 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 la. Santa bring me more cash, please, fa la 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 la. Wish it grew on Christmas trees, fa la 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 la. I felt that was necessary. These are good lyrics. We should all do karaoke together. Okay. I'm gonna go annoy my family with my elf voice. Bye!